internet, Sarah here, and I have a book talk for you. Oh my god. So, I have recently just finished Tomorrow When the War Began by John Marston? This is the first book in a series, and oh my god. Any of you who have been on this channel since the beginning will know I got this series of books for Christmas last year from my little sister, and I've genuinely just started reading them now. I'm so... I need to read the second one like now, but I'm going to do a book talk first. So this series follows, as a documented series almost, and it follows a girl called Ellie and her friends. It's based in Australia, in a small town, and Ellie and her friends decide the week before schools go back that they are going to take a camping trip to a place called Hell, which is down in the bush. It's just a place where not many people go camping, and you have to hike to get there, and it's kind of out of the way in the wilderness. No one would think to see them there. And when Ellie and her friends are there, they hear some airplanes overnight, and then when they get back to their houses at the end of the period of their camping, they find their parents are no longer in their houses, and there's no one else around because they have been invaded. And the story kind of follows Ellie and her friends as they try to make sense of what's going on, because they find themselves in the middle of a war. Yeah, there has been a film version of this, and there has been a television version of this. I've seen both of them, and I will admit both of them were part of the reason why I prompted my sister to try and get me these for Christmas, these series of books, because I always believe no matter how much someone tries to adapt something, it's never as good as the actual books. And the books in question, or at least this one, was amazing. Yes. Anyway, if you've seen the TV show and the film, they are very good adaptations. The film itself, the plot points within the film tick off what happens. The main plot points tick off what happens in here. The TV show is more characterish, like the characters are more involved with the TV show, and like the relationships are like that. But yeah, that's about as far as I can actually go into without going into spoilers. So if you like the sounds of this and you would like to have a discussion with me, please pick up this book. I will be reading the whole series, and we can have a discussion together. If you haven't read them, I am afraid I'm about to start spoiling things now and actually having a full-on fangirl moment. So I guess you should go read the book, come back, watch my spoilers, and then we can have a full-on fangirl together in the comment section below. Bye bye. I'm about to spoil you on this lovely book. Now, I am assuming if you are in the spoilery section, you have read the book, or you just don't want to read the book and you just want to watch me fangirl for a bit, so let's do this, yeah? Ellie is such a good main character, and I mean this in the best way, because she isn't a Mary Sue. I mean, obviously she has talents because of where she comes from. She works on a farm, so she's used to dealing with heavy machinery. She's used to actually doing physical labour, so like she has got skills she has built up, and those skills just happen to be the ones needed when fighting people. The thing that made me really love Ellie come the war breaking out is the fact that when she killed someone, obviously in self-defense, when they were trying to figure out what was going on, she was still trying to reason with herself about it towards the end of the end of the book, I should say. Like, it wasn't one of these things she brushed off. That was a major character development for her, and it's something she's still having to deal with. But because she's in this war, it's something that's not at the front of her brain, because the immediate situation is survive, survive, survive every day, make sure my friends survive. One thing that really annoyed me, there was this inkling that there was an inkling that a love triangle might have started up, and some love triangles I love, majority of them I hate them so much. But thankfully it didn't happen. There's a slight possibility of a love triangle between Ellie, Lee and Homer. Thank God that didn't happen. Ellie having... as you would if you were in a war zone, you change, you adapt. The person you thought you were, you no longer are that person. And Lee obviously fancies Ellie, and that's obvious from the start. But he doesn't like how strategic and thought out every decision Ellie's starting to make her life, and it causes her to think about whether or not she wants to be with him or not. And then she has this inkling with Homer, which thankfully she comes to the realization is just Homer is like this big brother to her, and her whole family are like stuck in the fairgrounds, so the only family member she truly has is Homer, and she's now feeling jealous of Fee and Homer. On a separate note, Fee and Homer, oh, I love them. It's just the idea of this like girly girl and this mutual leadership. I've got hair on me. Leader man, I don't know, something about them two works. I will admit, Fee in my brain is Phoebe Tonkin because of the film, but I'm not complaining about that. It works really well. Yeah, I'm gonna say the best thing about this is the characters and watching them change and adapt. Like Robin was this kind of, she was kind of meek, she didn't speak unless she had to, she went with what everyone was doing. And then towards the end, when they've decided that they're going to make hell their base, they're going to fight, they're going to survive, and then Robin kind of becomes this unofficial second in command kind of thing with they're all going out, they split in two and they all go out and they for a few days and just coax the area, see what's happening. The first time they do that, Robin becomes the official leader of that group, and it's so nice to see this character who at the beginning was kind of I think she surprised herself as well. Like, she didn't expect herself to do that. She was the minister's daughter. She had kind of grown up as a stereotype, what she was expected, and then she'd become this leader. And it's just so nice to see read a character who finds that inner strength. It's also really interesting that when they do decide to split, we stick with Ellie and we're exploring hell and what they're doing and reading all the conversations about, like, okay, so we're going to explore the area, and they find the hermit's hut and learn more about him, and that's really fascinating. I find that really interesting. It was really seeing these characters get problems and work through them and try and figure them out. It was just, you know, you've come across a good book when you're just so interested in that. This is kind of it's written in such a way of her remembering. So this book starts, or she starts this written memory where the end ends, if that makes sense. Like, that has just happened and she decides to write the memories up of what has happened so far, so they have a written log, so to speak, which is why we're following Ellie so much and all that. But it's just some of the stuff, she's very intelligent, and some of the stuff that happens is just so, you wouldn't know what to do in that position. So yeah, my favourite character by far is obviously Ellie, because she is the main one, but after that I think it will go Homer, Fee, Corey. Oh, Corey, the fact it ended with Corey being shot. Corey is just like the ultimate best friend that every girl wants in her life, and she got shot at the end, and I was just like, They just got like, oh, I've read that and I literally burst into tears. I was like 3 pages off finishing and I burst into tears and had to put the book down. Like, we just read Fee and Ellie and Homer and Lee. They'd just gone, they just exploded the bridge and like caused a flaw. Like, it made just plans worse for the enemy. So we were all in a hype. They managed it. They'd all survived. We were all happy. We come back to base. We come back to hell. And Corey is dead. No, she's not dead, but she's shot. She's off to the hospital. She's off to like enemy lines. And you're just kind of like, no. See, that's why I want to read book 2. I need to know Corey survives. If Corey doesn't survive, oh my god, I think my heart might break. God. Oh gosh. Oh, that went really emotional. So, yeah, if you think this is kind of up your alley, I'd love to talk to you about it. It's a great series. I am literally about to start book 2. So you might see another book talk very, very soon. If we get through that, I am reading also The Call at the moment because, yeah, but I can only read this in small bits because it freaks me out. So this is my go-to book at the moment, or this series. So if you like this video, can you please give it a massive thumbs up? If you like the kind of content, or you like me as a weirdo, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media. I love talking to you. I'm like constantly on Twitter, so I will definitely talk to you on there. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!